Welcome to the Positive Pants Podcast. Mindset, motivation, and inspiration to help you find your positive pants. Let go of negative thinking and stop living for the weekend. With your host, Fran Excel.
So welcome to the show. As always, it's Fran Excel Mindset Coach, helping you find your very own pair of positive pants so you can get out of your own way and live a life that you love. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm very grateful you've chosen to put me in your earbuds today. Please do hit the subscribe button so you don't miss anything, and do leave me a review. I love reading them, and it really helps me get found by other people who need to hear what I share. I'd also love you to email me your mindset and productivity questions or topics you'd love me to cover to hello@franexcel.com, because I know a lot of you think I'm inside your heads because you tell me all the time. But if I don't know what you need, I can't give it to you. So let me know. So why self-discipline is the key to success? So how much self-discipline do you have? Not having it will mean things take much longer to achieve, if you ever do. It's the difference between wanting what you want and having what you want. And in a world where the reward of instant gratification is everywhere, mastering self-discipline is a key ingredient for success and for happiness. So it lets you play the long game, make the right decisions, practice patience and resilience, all the things that will get you well on your way to all the success that you deserve. When you look at and listen to the stories of the majority, if not 100%, of truly successful people on the planet, in any field, what do you see? Correctamundo, high levels of self-discipline. It's ingrained in their personalities. So often we can look at these people and think, I wish that was me. I wish I could do that. But few of us actually realize that you actually can. Doesn't matter who you are. So usually the main difference between them and you is self-discipline. Obviously there are other factors, but for the most part, that really is it. It's not just self-discipline, it's self-mastery, and it's a habit. It's one that even if you don't have it now, if you want what you want badly enough, then you can create it. Yeah, there is no magic pill, I'm afraid, to any of this stuff. All those, how do I do X, Y, and Z? Hearing the answer, not liking it, and then looking elsewhere for another one, and another one. And it will all go back to the same thing. You have to have discipline. So make the decision and talk back to your unconscious mind. Yeah? All those times you've wanted to do something but haven't done it and been ruled by your unconscious programming, that's where you need awareness and discipline to override it and start down the path of creating new behaviors and beliefs that are going to serve you more. That is the magic pill. And trust me, it really does feel like magic when you start to gain momentum with this stuff. It's hard work, but the payoff and the reward for doing the work is huge. Yeah. So think about how much extra headspace you'd create for yourself instead of constantly battling your inner voice or toing and froing over making a decision between what you want to do and what you know is actually best for you. Yeah. Those times where you're getting frustrated with yourself get less and less and less, and it actually becomes easier to just do the thing and take the action that will actually get you to where you want to be. It requires far less effort. And it's so often just about taking that first step, then another, and then another to build momentum. So another benefit is your productivity will go through the roof when you can master self-discipline. Imagine what you could achieve if you were disciplined around all those little distractions that keep you busy, in inverted commas. I mean, how much could you get done? How much further along could you be? You really do become unstoppable. It's the only way really to make new habits and break old habits. Yeah. And it actually becomes a habit in itself as you create the new neural pathways for that behavior. So you literally start to rewire your brain for self-discipline. Woohoo! Which means you're also rewiring your brain for the greatest chance of success. And if you can master the habit in one area of your life, you really can master it in all the others. Bonus! Yeah. In Napoleon Hill's Master Key to Riches, if you haven't read it, read it. He spent countless hours, years studying the most successful people in the world. You know, Carnegie, Ford, all of these kind of people. So he's in a pretty good position to see the patterns and the common threads. And he says this: the great master key to riches is nothing more or less than the self-discipline necessary to help you take full and complete possession of your own mind. So really ponder on that one. Yeah. So how do you create or cultivate self-discipline? Parent yourself. So one of my clients said it best. It's about really learning to parent yourself. And think about that for a second. What happens when little kids aren't told what to do or pushed to do things that are good for them, even when they don't want to? Do you think that broccoli would ever get eaten, or that room decluttered and tidied? No, right? So we need to have that same level of discipline with ourselves. We're always having conversations with that little voice in our heads. So show it who is boss around here. So next, know your weaknesses. Donuts, I'm looking at you. And limit your interaction with them. Don't make it harder for yourself. So what are they? Is it certain foods? Is it booze? Is it certain people, situations, social media apps? How can you limit them? Out of sight, out of mind. How can you limit them? Yeah, to make it easy on yourself. Then you just got to make the decision between what you want more. Staying where you are now, or going through the discomfort of getting to where you could be. Make the commitment to the changes that you want to make. Yeah. Next one, an obvious one, create accountability however you can to keep committed and motivated. It's one of the many, many, many reasons I started the Proactive Paths Mastermind. You need people to be accountable to and people to support you on this journey. It's so easy to go off track. You need some skin in the game. So create that accountability however you can. Be super, super clear and write down your goals and stick to them. Stick them wherever you can. Yeah, it's amazing to me how many people don't do this when the evidence to back it up as being the easiest way and quickest way to actually achieve what you want. It's simple. It doesn't take long. It gives you clarity and focus. It is a winner all round. Do it. Yeah. So Mel Robbins' 5-second rule is my absolute favorite way to create self-discipline when your subconscious is really battling you all the way at the beginning. Super simple and super effective, but it works with the right areas of the brain to allow habit forming in a much quicker time. So you simply count backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then physically move, and you will soon get yourself started. So my trick is to do it as soon as I hear that little gremlin start to try and persuade me to do otherwise. Any longer and it's much harder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, physically move, and I'm going again. You know, I don't wait just one more minute. My husband is a snooze button person. I am the polar opposite. That alarm goes off and I am out of bed like a rocket. I know if I give myself just 5 more minutes or anything along those lines, I'm going to feel so much worse. And it's a waste of time. So I never, ever do it. Alarm goes off, I'm up and at 'em. Yeah? So the next thing to think about is prioritizing. Prioritizing is a discipline all on its own. Yeah? Being able to look at what needs to be done and know what's actually going to move the needle. Knowing that you can say no to other people. It all comes with practice. If you're a people pleaser right now, it doesn't mean it's always going to be that way. The first no is the hardest, and then trust me, it gets easier and easier and easier. Next one is a big one. Please stop making excuses. Call yourself out. Yeah, they're success killers and they are happiness killers. Call yourself out on them. Yeah, we all do it. We all make them. It's being able to call yourself out on them and making a better decision, making a better choice. Yeah, and get comfortable feeling uncomfortable. Habits are formed in one part of the brain, and your decisions are made from what they call the CEO of your brain, your prefrontal cortex. So it's no wonder you have a tug of war on your hands. They've got completely polarizing needs and wants and desires for you. So recognize this and understand that it's normal, and it will help you muster up the willpower to push the behavior through to the basal ganglia, getting technical, where it will become something that you then do on autopilot. Yeah? So have courage and persistence regardless of what's going on right now, even when you feel like quitting, because persistence is self-discipline. Yeah, and bribe yourself where possible. Reward yourself for the successes or for when you hit a goal. The rewards there are the easier, the more the tongue tied, the more the rewards are there, the easier it is to find the discipline. You know, it could be anything, your favorite meal, a trip, jewelry. I regularly bribe myself with treats. It's fun. Trust me, I get a lot more done. And be kind to yourself in the process. It really will feel difficult to start with. You will have setbacks, but self-discipline is about being able to get back on that wagon and go again. It takes time, so allow yourself some self-compassion on the road to self-discipline and celebrate every single win along the way. You simply can't change anything for yourself without a little self-discipline. So where could be an easy win for you to start practicing? Something as simple as going to bed 30 minutes earlier, or reading instead of watching TV for that hour before bedtime, not snoozing the alarm clock. Anything that requires a little bit of effort, but you know that the outcome is good for you and moves you towards where you want to be. Imagine if a little more self-discipline allowed you to be just 1% more effective every day, just 1%. Where would you be in a year's time? Yeah? When you do the work, it essentially guarantees success. You will get so much more done so much more quickly. You'll also, here's a bonus for you, you will have a much greater sense of self-esteem, confidence, and respect for yourself. You won't fear failure. You don't fear judgment because you know your own worth and you realize that anyone else's judgment is not about you. You'll actually like yourself more. And I know that's a biggie for a lot of people. And years ago, it was a real biggie for me. I did not like myself at all. Yeah. This is a really, really big key to changing that. No more beating yourself up for not doing things. You become your own coach and cheerleader in your own head. Who wouldn't want that hanging around with them every day instead of the mean police in your own head? Yeah. So who do you need to be to achieve everything you want? What habits do you need to have? What personality traits do you need to have? As I keep saying, who you are today doesn't have to be who you are tomorrow. So who do you want to be? Go be it. Yeah, you're the one in control. Please don't forget it. So, if you got value from this and you know in your gut that now is the time to step up and start rewiring your thinking and changing things for yourself, then book in a free discovery call so we can work out what needs to happen to get you from where you're at right now to the action-taking success you know you can be. And if you want my eyes and ears on your problems, I work with people one-on-one and through my Proactive Pants Mastermind. So stop waiting for if and when and decide to change things now because you can. And as always, I hope that was helpful. So any questions, just let me know. And as always, I will see you next week. Bye.